But yeah, I think we have another one coming out like very soon, and I think that's gonna hopefully catch people's attention because it's a little different.
Oh yeah,
and I think this song that's coming out is gonna kind of like give a glimpse into what the future of the Zenith Passage is, because like, don't get me wrong, I'm a massive like extreme death metal fan,
DM.
EDM. But at the same time, it's like if you gotta grow, and like at the end of the day, I've always been like a prog fan, and I feel like the Zenith Passage always gets thrown around like tech death and blah blah blah. But I mean, it's like the classic saying for everyone who's in these bands is like, oh, we're not like a tech band, like we're just a death metal band, we're like just a DM band. And like I always thought that way too, like or extreme DM or progressive DM. So I think the progressive side, especially now that like Brandon is in the band and he's like an incredible like bass player and songwriter, and like just his sense of melody is just fucking top notch. So it's
yeah. I gotta say, like this song that we're gonna release, I don't know, sometime very soon. I was into it, and then we got Brandon on it, and I was like, holy shit! Like he elevated the song so greatly, and like heard stuff in there that I don't think either of us were hearing.
Totally.
And it was just like, where did you come up with that? And like, you decided to come in there with that note. Like that's so crazy to me. And like, there's a specific note that I can think, and I'm like, he's really sitting on that. Oh, fucking awesome! Like brought a smile to my face.
Yeah, like the chorusy parts where it kind of the automation goes up for the bass to sing through.
Yeah, no, Brandon's amazing, man.
Amazing.
Brandon's like literally like one thing I love about Brandon, it's like one of those guys that like thinks he sucks at everything. He's all, this is terrible. Fucking.
He's very humble.
Dude, you played in fucking Cynic. Like, stop.
I know, dude.
Like, stop. Could you stop? Like it was you and Sean Reinert just jamming in practice before tour. Like, you're good. You're amazing, dude. Like, stop. But
he's a legend, man.
I think a lot of people that like are good, are really good, like top-notch good, are the people that think they suck and think they need to be better.
Gilbert talks the same way, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilbert is like one of the sickest players out there. Like,
yeah, totally.
It's insane. Like, and he's like, yeah, you just do this. I'm like, wait, what?
Now think about this though, guys. Those types of dudes, if they ended up getting to the point where like mentally they actually realized they were sick, would they continue to move forward?
Yeah, exactly.
Ingve. It's like you plateau, man. It's it's where your ego gets in the way of your progression as a musician.
Totally.
Yeah. And no one ever wants that.
I think there's like a healthy.
If you're satisfied, then you're gonna move on to something else.
I don't know. I think I've said this to other people before, but it's like, and I was saying it earlier. As the vocalist, I am able to be a fan of the music more than the people writing the music, I think. And I sit back and I'm just amazed by like Justin or Mike when I was in the Faceless, and Steve and Brandon and all the wonderful players I've had a chance to sit with. And it's just incredible to be able to be surrounded by that level of talent. And like everyone's always like, I suck so bad, or we were trying to figure out ways like to be able to keep going. And I was like, you guys got to give guitar lessons like between tours. I bet people would love to take and learn from you. I would if I was good enough. And they're like, I'm not good enough to teach. And I'm like, you literally are like the best guitar player in the world. Like, like you're probably in like the top 50 guitar players in the world. Like, of course you can do it. And like a lot of people, I don't know. It's kind of shitty to be like, yeah, I'm sick. But like, I think there's some healthiness in like being proud of the work you're doing. And like, that's part of being in a band is like, you've decided that what you can offer is good enough for people to listen to. And like, as I
keep us in it, like obviously we're going to get enough out of it to where it's like, we're still going to be in it, because if we hate it, if we hated everything we put out, then we would quit.
Yeah. If you didn't think it was worth sharing, then you wouldn't think it was good.
There's a percentage that you're into. Yeah.
I'm stoked to get on stage. It's been a long time, and then it's finally cool to get up there and play these shows. I think the last show I did, I guess technically is in 2019. So like, what is that? 2 years now going back on stage. It's going to be a very interesting feeling.
3 years.
When's the last time were you?
3 years. Probably that same exact show.
Yeah,
when I played a song with you guys.
Yeah, that was a cool show.